Yeah, so this is what we're working with here. Literally just completely melted it, distorted the heck out of it. Yeah, tends to make it a little bit more challenging when you got a 40-pound bag on your back. Probably should have used my baby ladder, but this roof access is just a little bit sketchy, so. Okay, so we got unit 104 here. I'm gonna go ahead and do now. Pull the disconnect. Primarily looking, see if we can locate a low voltage short. I like to first peek my head in there, see if we notice anything. Any wires rubbing on discharge lines or anything crazy like this. Don't see anything too crazy. So what I'm just gonna do then, don't see anything visually, so start ohming stuff out. It's just like it's a baby short, meaning that it only, you know, it manifests gradually. It doesn't just immediately blow a fuse, or it's slow enough to kill the transformer. So anytime you got a short that's will kill your transformer, that means it's constant amperage, constant low amperage, not enough to actually trip the fuse, but it can over time, sending that voltage as it's always drawing through the windings, it'll just slowly melt that lacquer off the windings and your transformer, and then you're burnt up. So let's see if we can start to trace this thing. I'm gonna go ahead and start off, even though contactors don't usually fail weak like this. Just for the heck of it, I'm just going to go ahead and start off with a contactor. Okay. Let's see here. Always test your voltage. So what I'm doing is just going ahead and putting a probe on each end. We got 18 ohms, so that's good. Contactor's legit. Okay. I mean, it could be that defrost board. I'm noticing some hot spots on those resistors there, but I don't know. That's kind of common. What I'm going to do then, I'm going to pop this top off, and let's do some visual inspecting. Just gonna check the reversing valve real quick. So we got, these spade terminals are insanely tight, much tighter than normal. Got one on one side there. I'm just gonna go ahead and do like such. 13 ohms, that looks good to me. Okay. Boy, do I hate popping the top on Goodman's. What are we doing here? What we just saw. You might have missed that, but I think that did it. This was just resting on here. It's just rubbed out. Okay, so this condensate pump has been compromised. Got a pan full of water here. So I'm just gonna go and vacuum all this out. Let's see. 712 fits like a glove in there. Alright, so what I'm going to do is unplug this stupid thing just for a sec. Try to see if I can get pretty sure the pump itself just isn't pumping. Oh wow, that thing already filled up. Wow, that's insane. Let's turn this unit off. That's insane. Putting out a lot of water. So I like to do this just to ensure it's the pump itself. Let's just cut this thing. I don't know if I got the real estate to cut it. A lot of water in this line too. There we go. Now I'll plug it in real quick, just quickly. Just gonna plug it in while watching this. Uh-oh. Okay, it's not the pump. There's a clog in the line. Okay. Start blowing it. Get some nitrogen, try to blow that out. So yeah, it's not the actual condensate pump, it's just this line is backed up. At least get some nitrogen and blow it all out. Alright, so we got our nitrogen here. Just gonna go ahead and blow this thing out. Should be good. A bit better, still a good amount of pressure on it. See if they'll pump it out though. So you see it's full. Let's see if she pumps. It's getting there, it's pumping a little bit. It's pumping, yeah. Well, slowly. Slowly but surely. Just make sure there's no kinks in the line or anything. That's working though. That did it. Just gonna go ahead and tighten that back up. Okay. Look at this. Crazy to get these things changed once every 6 months. It's a joke. It's already undersized. That's what they want. Alright,
I'd like to take a second to discuss CRMs here. It's no secret, I do side work. I work full-time for a company, and I also do my own side. Basically, it's not technically side work, it's basically just kind of like I've got a second job. It's one of those things where for my side work, I also have to maintain and manage my own clientele, my own customer base, and for that I use a CRM. I've been using a different CRM. I'm currently switching over to Jobber, and I'm going to tell you one thing about Jobber. I mean, I know like a lot of people, you know, they talk about, oh, you don't need invoices anymore, no more paper invoices, you know, it's easy to send quotes. That's all fine, well and dandy, but it's 2025. At the end of the day, if you're still using paper invoices, yes, you definitely need Jobber. You need some type of CRM. That's not a question. The thing I find valuable about Jobber is just the ease of use, the intuitive, almost like you've got someone holding your hand through the process. From the initial request, the customer might send you requests, i.e. if they ask, you know, I need a quote for a change out, all the way to the billing them for the invoice. It's very streamlined, very user-friendly. It's just got a really liquidy, fluid type of vibe to it. You know, I guess I could liken it to the difference between a Windows application, a PC or Android application, or an Apple application. Jobber would definitely be on the Apple end of the spectrum as far as their user interface and just the ease of use. Check out the link in the description below, and like I said, you follow that link, you get, obviously it's a free trial. You can try it for free, 14 days I believe it is, and then after that you get 20% off if you use that link. And so far, we'll say, as far as the actual customer facing interface as well, as far as what the customer sees, whether we're talking about invoicing or just you know, just the back and forth correspondence, it does have the most professional, sleek look that I've seen in any of the other CRM that I've used as well. Just the ability that it's able to upload photos and things like that to your actual list items on your invoice, so you can create the itemized list, whether you have, you know, condenser, fan motor, or whatever capacitor. You can have a picture of that right next to it, and it just looks more professional. Just gives the customer, just feels more comparable to their actual shopping experience, you know, just to have that type of visual to the situation. So it's one of those things, it's a small nuance, but it's definitely something that has a lot of impact. I'm in a kind of a limbo. It's a positive thing. It's something, it's a nice equilibrium that I've come to as far as full-time work and my own personal customers. Another positive about Jobber, if you do get in that position where you're doing side jobs and you're trying to, you know, essentially grow your own company, it actually has different tiers that will grow with you. So for the first tier is one price where you're just getting the basic for, you know, it's called Core. I believe it's $30 a month. Essentially, if you're just one-man band doing side work, you only need the basics: invoicing, quotes, basically just the management, all that CRM stuff, managing customer base, all that type of stuff. So you have that all the way up to a higher tier. The highest tier, I believe, is like $500 or something like that. It's more robust. It's got everything that you'll ever need to basically run a, you know, multi-million-dollar company. That right there, to me, is another powerful aspect, is the fact that it basically has the ability to grow with you from the very gate, from the very start, all the way to, you know, maximum potential. So it's super powerful in that sense.
Click the link in the comments to get your free trial of Jobber today. So yeah, this is I just want to quickly go ahead and record and capture this moment here and show you exactly. Did a few videos a couple months back on this whole Goodman recall. Swapping out the blower. They did like where you swap the evaporator pan out, or add like a blower kind of fault protection. And once I get this thing out, you're gonna see what I'm talking about, why this thing was actually, it wasn't just a recall for recall's sake here. So there's the pan. Now let's take a look here underneath here. Look at that. You see that? It's been obliterated. So what happened is that blower capacitor probably failed and made that furnace heat exchanger super piping hot as that furnace was running, and it just literally melted that thing. Look at that. Crazy, right? Do you see it? You even know what we're looking at?
Oh yes, I thought you were talking about video.
Oh no.
Yeah.
So this is the replacement. And you see it's got this whole metal liner. It's hard to get this thing out of here because it's just the melted plastic just...
So
Exactly. So yeah, you got the... Yep, so that's pretty much the orientation. So once we... So theoretically, that should protect it from overheating again to that degree. And we'll see. We'll see. So literally all we've got to do now...
did she call, or did you guys know to come replace it because of the recall?
No, I mean, this is too late. The recall would have been a preventively replace it. Now she's got water damage. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But we did preventative replacement as part of the recall. This is the first one I've done probably, shucks, man, I want to say at least a couple dozen of these suckers. And
The preventative?
yeah, I've not seen one actually. I've not seen one that's actually, fallen victim to the reason why we need the recall. Yeah, so this is what we're working with here. Literally just completely melted it, distorted the heck out of it. So yeah, I guess that Goodman recall was justified, huh? Cool. Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one.